All right, welcome back, everybody. Got a big episode here today. Gonna have to decide the future of the Philadelphia Flyers moving forward. First, let's jump into our last game before the trade deadline, going toe-to-toe against the New York Rangers, who have a pretty impressive record. In fact, they're atop the Metropolitan Division. So it's going to be a challenge. Unfortunately, they were eliminated in the first round in real life, but we'll see what they can do. Keep in mind, they don't have Tarasenko or Patrick Kane, which is an absolute travesty to see a team knocked out in the first round with that forward lineup. I mean, it's mind-boggling. But anyway, we have some decisions to make here. I will go into really what I'm planning to do after this game. So let's jump in against the New York Rangers. We're going to play the first period. See if we can get a W.
It is the final game before the trade deadline here on EA Sports. Exciting time for fans, but a lot of uncertainty for these players here. Great energy both inside and outside the arena tonight as we are just moments away now from puck drop. The Rangers take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Now a quick pass to Panarin. Moves it to Zibanejad. Poked away in the neutral zone by Farabee. Here's a short pass to Lafreniere. The Flyers have it from their own end. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. And that caroms off a body in the lane. That's not going to fool him.
Positioning's perfect. He gets into the butterfly and makes the save.
Quick pass to Zibanejad. The Flyers gain control of the puck against the wall. Pokes it away in his own end. Passes it to Konechny. Moves it quickly over to Couturier. Miller's going to play it against the half wall. That pass doesn't go. Here they come on the attack. Quick feed down low. Into the corner of the attacking area. Back to the blue line. Quick feed to Provorov. And that one goes up and over.
Well, at least it sounded hard. I mean, the net's been in the same place for 200 years. That's a lot wider.
Made the stop on the play.
You put this kind of pressure on, eventually they can't chase you anymore. Now he's got room to carry the puck.
Taken by Kakko. Here we go. Puck's in deep. The Flyers have it against the wall. Gets a skate on that one to deny them.
I like how he was able to follow the puck. Good saving close.
Dumps it in. Picked up along the wall by Lindgren. Kreider's got it along the boards. Goes right to the crease. The Flyers get a hold of the puck in their own end. Here's a shot. Oh, what a stop by Shesterkin. Scores! And a sea of orange here for Philly tonight.
That's about as lucky as you can get. You need some puck luck most of the time to win. There's a good chunk of it.
The Flyers take a 1-0 lead here with lots of time to go.
Now, there is plenty of time, but you'd love to play from in front, and they'll be thrilled with this goal midway in the period.
Right through center and into the offensive zone. Into the offensive zone down the right wing. The Rangers played along the wing. The Flyers gain possession along the wall. From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone. He almost lost it for a second there, but they put it in the back of the net and we're tied.
They've worked hard for this goal. They get the chance. They finally put it away. And now everything, as you mentioned, is all level.
More than half the period left to play. It's all tied up. The Rangers win possession here in the open ice. Nice feed. Sent into the offensive zone. Philadelphia's got the puck along the wall. Passed up ahead. The Rangers look to start the transition game.
Sanheim's got a great ability to hang in the play. Like that last one, James, he looked like after he stumbled, he was out of the play. Yet he gets himself back in position to get a pretty good chance on goal.
Strong playmaker because of his crisp, accurate passes, guys. That's his tape-to-tape zone ability, and it's how he likes to contribute to the play. Couturier is depended upon greatly by his teammates. He's one of the stars of this team and needs to produce night in and night out. Let's see if one of these players can give their team the edge tonight. I know I'll be watching. Guys, back to you.
Philadelphia's got a hold of it along the wall. And he maintains possession of the puck here. Moves it over to Panarin. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. And that pass doesn't go. Oh, what a save in front. Into the offensive end now. Puts it on net. Oh, it just gets a piece of it to keep it out. Moves it to Hedl. And that's broken up. The Rangers get a hold of the puck in the open ice. Couldn't make the connection on the play. Philadelphia's got the puck at center. The Rangers scoop it up along the boards. New York's crossed the line and on the attack. Oh, what a chance, and it goes sideways. New York's got possession here in the neutral zone. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. Sends it to the middle. Takes a shot. Oh, and that's poked away in the offensive zone by Hedl. On the attack along the boards. And he takes a shot. Oh, just a game of inches, and Razor missed it.
Yeah, the other side of the post, and he's got some damage there. The goalie's going to have to be sharp. The chance goes away because it does not hit the net.
Gains the zone through center. Hangs onto the puck. And some good footwork to kick it away. Shot. Has save, and he makes it look easy. Too many bodies in the way. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. And he jumps out of the sin bin. We are back to even strength. Solid effort by the penalty killing unit here.
Wow, did they get up on their toes on this penalty kill. Plenty of shots, lots of time. Oh, there's going to be a penalty on this play here, James.
We got a stoppage. Let's get the call.
This is always a fine line penalty. You're allowed a little interference, just not that much.
Guys, we know this power play has struggled finding their identity, but practice makes perfect here, and we know they've been working hard on this. It's the first power play of the game. Let's see if the efforts will pay off here.
Philadelphia's gained possession along the boards. Gaining momentum along the wing. Shot! And he gets in front of that. Shesterkin's going to cover it up and get a whistle.
Even with the traffic starting to close in, he had to grab that when he did.
Lund's ready for the draw as we get set to resume this power play. The Rangers get a hold of the puck in their own end. Looking to break out here on the power play. Philadelphia's got it into the offensive zone. Scores! And they capitalize with the power play. And here they've taken the lead.
I love watching this team when they get on the power play when they're confident, because that puck starts getting zipped around. They can attack low. They can use a point shot. Really hard for the penalty killers to catch up, and they just couldn't this time.
The Flyers have the go-ahead goal. What's the approach now?
Shouldn't change at all, James, because there's too much time left. Be aggressive and try and stretch the lead to 2.
Nice job tying up his opponent. New York's got the puck. Here's a short pass to Fox. Puck moved over to Panarin. Big time hit on the play. Poked away at center by Lafreniere. From the point, looks to make something happen. The Flyers played along the boards. Fox has got the puck in his own zone. And now it's over to Lafreniere. Nice feed from the left side up the middle. With the stop. And his goaltender's not going to like that one as he scores, putting it into his own net. In the final moments of this period, we got a tie game. Face off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. Quick pass to Reeves. Here he is in front. Scores! And some friendly geometry goes their way to help.
Well, it's not like you're trying to get it that close, but if you can get the bounce, you take it. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Hey, you just stopped thinking about the first goal, now you got another. That's 30 seconds apart.
Conversely, deflating for the other team.
Man, that is a kick in the shins right there. They just couldn't stop the bleeding.
New York's won it. Nice zone entry from the left. Philadelphia's got control of it now from their own end. The Flyers take it along the wall. And he puts that one aside with ease.
Well-positioned save, and he has the rebound over in the corner.
And it's kicked away. First period almost in the books here, nearing the final 60 seconds. They put the puck into the offensive end. From in close. Scores! 3 is the magic number.
Man, that goalie is getting just torched down there. 3 in a row here.
Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. Philadelphia's won the draw, and they take possession here in the open ice. From the left side into the middle of the neutral zone. Stop that one. Shesterkin's on top of the puck, and that'll stop the play.
Pretty conservative play here, James, as he covers it up to kill the play.
The Flyers win it. Hammers a shot and misses over the net.
Well, the goalie's not going to have to do much with that unless...
Oh, at the buzzer, a big save. And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance and a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back for period number 2.
All right, so a pretty terrible effort there. We end up losing in a shootout, though, so we do get a point. But in typical Flyers fashion, we blow the lead. I know I had a pretty bad turnover there with Scott Lawton. I was in good positioning, but for some reason, the animation overextended his positioning, and then we turned the puck over in the slot. So, what can you say? But all is well. It's time to do the deed. Let's get our trade block ready. I was considering perhaps making some trades the day before the trade deadline, because obviously on the trade deadline minigame you are timed, so we'll definitely have the pressure of the timing, so we'll see what deals can be made. But before we do the trade block, let's go ahead and view the draft class. See who has, what kind of players are available. So obviously Connor Bedard is the prize. The next, Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid. So far he has 69 points in 50 games. It doesn't really say a style or anything. Let's try to scout him a little bit better. I know we have auto scouting off. The next guy is Sergei Kuleshov, a two-way forward. Again, everything is pretty gray, unfortunately. So we'll probably have to look into more in the scouting minigame. I know there's a lot of micromanaging, a lot of things to keep track of. I know scouting is important, especially since we have to rebuild our team through the draft. And that's what I'll be looking for in this trade deadline, is to acquire as many first-round picks as we can for this season and possibly next season as well. I don't mind parting ways with our later draft picks in the 4th round and lower. So we'll have to really plan on what players we're going to try to bring in, what's out there on the market, and what we can do moving forward, because I definitely think we'll have a top 5 pick. I'm not sure how lucky we'll be with the draft lottery. I don't think the odds are with us. So we'll see what we can get. But I definitely would love to try to acquire a solid center in the draft and then maybe look for a winger. Because right now we have no scoring depth. We don't have a bona fide point scorer. So we'll have to keep our eye out on the draft. Obviously, it would be great to get Connor Bedard, but again, the odds aren't in our favor for the draft lottery. So let's go ahead and bring up the trading block. There it is right there. And then we'll also browse the trading block and see what else is available on the market. So, who are we looking to part ways here? So obviously we need to shed some cap because this team is not worth paying $81 million for a subpar product. So we really need to expend some salary cap. And the number one guy on our list who has an awful salary cap hit is Kevin Hayes. So we'll look to move him here at the trade deadline. Move $7 million off the books. And ideally I do not want to retain any salary. Again, I don't mind retaining salary for a year, maybe 2. For instance, if their contract was expiring at the season end, that's not a big deal. But again, planning for the future is definitely key, and that's something that Chuck Fletcher did not do. So we have Kevin Hayes on the block. Sean Couturier, I suppose we can add him on the block, but I'll most likely be looking to move him in the off season if we can't find a good deal. But maybe we can use him in a piece to get a good prospect, a good up-and-coming forward, a good defenseman, or just try to get a first-round pick with him. So it pains me to put him on the block. He's one of my favorite Flyers. He's been here since 2011. But yeah, he's 30 years of age. He's still ranked 88 overall, but he'd be a solid second-line center. But at this time, we just need to blow it up and move the $7.6 million off our books and retool and rebuild. Scott Laughton, he's a really solid defensive center, so we'll hang on to him. And that's pretty much it for centers. Left wingers, Joel Farabee, he's up and coming. He's only 23 years of age, so I definitely want to hold on to him. And he's at a decent salary with 6 years remaining, so they signed him long term. So we can definitely hold on to Joel Farabee. This season he has 34 points in 61 games as a -3. Last season he had 34 points in 63 games played, so he's about the same point he was last season. So we'll see what he can do here for the remainder of the year, if he can get to 40 points perhaps. But again, you can't tear him up too bad. You can only hope that he can improve in the next couple of seasons. James Van Riemsdyk, a player that was very close to being moved in real life at the deadline, but unfortunately the trade was not made for whatever reason. Another tick in the Xbox on Chuck Fletcher's performance as a GM. The fact that he was not able to move James Van Riemsdyk, there was a deal being made to send him to Detroit. So we're definitely going to see if we can move him. I don't know what we can get back with that high salary cap. Push comes to shove, we'll just have to hang on to him and let him depart via free agency. But we'll see if we can move him. Just shed some of this salary. All right. Right wingers, we have Travis Konechny, $5.3 million cap hit, which is decent. 3 years remaining, so we can definitely hold on to him for the remainder of this year as well as next season. I don't see us moving him in the off season because he is an X factor. We only have 2 X factor players, so superstar X factor there. He's a good playmaker. 59 games played this season, 15 goals, 15 assists for 30 points. But he is a +3, so that's good. But looks like he's taken a drastic step down in his point production, unfortunately. Last season he has 52 points, and we'll be lucky if he gets to 40 points this season. So that's unfortunate. A little bit of a down year for Konechny, but don't want to tear him up too bad. He's only 25 years of age, so he should technically be approaching his prime soon. Cam Atkinson, a really boneheaded acquisition. I'm really upset that that trade was made, sending Jacob Voracek to Columbus. Now, he does have a lower salary cap hit compared to Voracek, but I always enjoyed Voracek, and it's sad to see that his career is pretty much over in real life. Don't think he'll be playing again. But Cam Atkinson, after this season, he'll have 2 years remaining. He's 33 years of age, $5.75 million cap hit. This season, only posted 34 points, so that's not very good. Only 10 goals on the board. He's supposed to be a sniper. Not even on pace to score 20 goals this year, so I'm going to try to move away from Cam Atkinson so we have him there on the block. And unfortunately, we don't have enough space to put everyone that we want to get rid of on the block. As we move to defensemen, I want to get rid of Ryan Ellis. He's 32 years of age, has a pretty high cap hit with 5 years remaining, so we'll try to move away from Ellis. We also want to get rid of Travis Sanheim, who has, well, I'm pretty sure, we'll have to look at the contracts because I'm pretty sure he's signed to an extension kicking in next year, and he's going to have a $6 million cap hit. He is 85 overall. Same with D'Angelo. I think we can get something good for him. And he's signed for next year as well, so I think we can definitely trade D'Angelo as well in a deal. But for now, my main goal is to trade away Ryan Ellis. So we have some guys who have some decent trade value, so I think we can get something in return. Pretty decent. So our surplus is going to be forwards from age 30 to 50. Again, we're trying to part ways with those older veterans. Defense. Get rid of guys who are over the age of 25. Put them there. And that's pretty much it. Again, we don't mind getting rid of our later picks. Well, we want to hold on to our first 3 rounds, so I'm parting ways with those later draft picks if we can get a decent return for it. There you go. So pretty broad on our surplus. Hopefully that'll come into fruition with some trade offers. All right, and what do we want? Well, it would be great to get a first line forward from ages 18 to 25. Definitely trying to get young players or even prospects. So a forward prospect, or let's just say second line forward from ages 18 to 25. There you go. And defensively, it'd be great to get a, I don't think we'll be able to acquire a top 2 defenseman, but just say a top 4 defenseman from ages 18 to 27. Alright. And we want to stack up on first round and second round draft picks. So if we have to trade somebody for just a draft pick, we can do that. But again, the key way to rebuild a team is through the draft. So that's what our focus is going to be on. Okay. So that's our trading block. Let's go ahead and jump into the trade deadline. But first, before we are timed, let's browse the trading block and see what other teams are looking for. So for Anaheim, Kadri, Cam Fowler, Kevin Shattenkirk, John Klingberg, wow, but he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. Ryan Strome, Arizona, not really a lot from Arizona there. Boston, imagine they're a competitive team. I don't have the standings fresh in my mind. Buffalo trying to part ways with Jeff Skinner. How's he doing this season? Good old Jeff Skinner. Not too shabby. But $9 million cap hit, that's insane. Calgary. Looks like they want to get rid of some young talent. This guy, Zary, may be decent, but 21 years of age, top 6 potential. This guy, Poirier, top 4 defensive potential. Carolina. Alright, so I know we can go through every team, but I don't want to waste any more time. I'm sure we'll be able to find something decent at the deadline. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's jump right into the 2023 NHL trade deadline. And we are definitely a seller, a bona fide seller. Patty Kane, he is on the trading block there. Wow, how did Patrice Bergeron end up on Chicago? I have no idea how he's on Chicago. Not really too many good players available here. Wow, Jared Bergeron's already 33 years old. Ooh, looks like San Jose made a trade. They trade Logan Couture to the New York Rangers in exchange for Trouba. Wow, that's a big trade. So Couture, a lifetime San Jose Shark. You would think he would retire with them, but he's traded to the Rangers. Interesting. All right. So let's see what the first deal that we're going to make today. I don't need this tutorial. I've played this game for so long. Just let me do my thing. Okay. All right. Looks like Pittsburgh made a deal there. All right. So let's first try to get rid of Kevin Hayes. Let's find a team who wouldn't mind taking him. Calgary would like Kevin Hayes. Maybe we can get that Zary guy for him. 21-year-old Zary. Get rid of that cap. They have some cap space. They don't have any cap space. See who they're interested in giving away. Yeah. Need a team who has some cap space here. Nichus is on the block for Carolina. How is Carolina's record? It's decent there, right? I don't know if they're a bubble team or they may not make it or what the deal is. Oh, okay, so Nichus is a restricted free agent. That's weird. I don't know if that was the case in real life, but he's going to want a big deal. But that might be a good trade to make, actually. We can get Martin Nichus from Carolina. But that's kind of weird. I'm not going to fleece him. I'm sure they can try to re-sign him in the offseason. But they have some youngsters here. Ryan Suzuki. Gunler. Got a bunch of young guys here. Florida makes a trade. Yeah, Ryan Suzuki, 28th overall pick by the Hurricanes. And in Chicago, we could potentially bring him up. It's just the damn salary cap. Trying to make it work within the salary cap because they don't want to give up anyone with actual salary. And the moment you... Oh, Vegas makes a trade. They trade Max Domi to Chicago. Trade Kevin Hayes back to Chicago, right? I don't know how the hell they got Patrice Bergeron. I don't know why they would... They even have Phil Kessel? What in the world? Were they still free agents? So I guess he signs with Chicago in this universe. Phil Kessel spent the season with Chicago, posting 46 points. Not too shabby from Phil. Scoring seems to be down in general, though. I don't really see that many scorers. I don't even see Bergeron here anymore. I guess they traded him. We got Toes and there. We're not going to do Chicago. Colorado. They have some cap space. They don't really want to give up anyone. Get this prospect. Olausson. Winger. Oscar Olausson. He's with the Colorado Eagles. His top 6 forward potential. 69 overall. He is a sniper. So maybe he could grow into a decent sniper for us. Still has some years left on his entry-level contract. So what's going on here? Oh, we got a trade from the Kraken. They are offering us 2 second-round picks and Philip Grubauer for Kevin Hayes, Rasmus Ristolainen, and a 4th-round pick. Interesting. Let's go here. So Seattle has 67 points this year. I imagine they're probably not going to make the playoffs, but again, they're in a pretty weak-ass division. So let's see what we can kind of make here. New Jersey, flip-flop trade there, nothing special. Let's see what they have. I don't really need Philip Grubauer. Because we do have Carter Hart for the time being. Unfortunately, they don't really have much to offer. On their trading block. Boston makes a trade. They trade Riley in exchange for Chika and Guy. And then they got Martin Jones. Wow, Grubauer has dropped a lot. So that is definitely not worth taking on Grubauer. It's only 83 overall. I don't really see anyone we can get. We can maybe get Donskoy or a Donato as a rental. Yeah, we can get Donato as a rental just to kind of get rid of Hayes' salary. Ryan Donato. 3rd line checking forward. He's number 9. Ryan Donato. And their draft picks. They're not interested in giving away their 1st-round draft pick, but they are interested in giving their 2nd-round draft pick. So we'll add Ryan Donato and their 2nd-round draft pick in this year's draft. We'll get rid of Kevin Hayes' contract. That'll help out a lot. So shed some salary cap here. You were the GM. So they rejected that trade. They don't want any of our late round draft picks. They do want next year's draft picks. So let me add a 6th round draft pick from next year's draft, 2024, and we get a 2023 2nd round pick. It is accepted. I do know what I'm doing. I don't really care about that 6th round pick, but we just needed to get that salary cap away. So got a few more hours at the trade deadline here. So we trade away Kevin Hayes. Now let's try to get rid of Ryan Ellis and Tony D'Angelo. Maybe we can flip-flop them in the same trade here. Find a team who would like both players. The Winnipeg Jets would like both players. They don't have really anything to offer on their block, unfortunately. Just some draft picks. And they're a pretty good team. Washington Capitals. Vegas. See who they want to get rid of. So that's the main thing, just finding what other teams are willing to get rid of. And no one's really willing to get rid of any decent pieces here. Looks like Anaheim trades away Ryan Strome to the New York Islanders. Could get Korzak, a defensive prospect. But again, they don't really have any big pieces. The Maple Leafs, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the St. Louis Blues, that might work. Buffalo makes a trade. Oh, they got that prospect we were looking at. Damn it, no one has any roster players. Jesus Christ. Let me see if... So, I mean, give me something. Let me see what you have here. I mean, maybe it's not even anything worth acquiring, right? Defensively, they don't have anyone. Right wingers, Vladimir Tarasenko. I guess our focus should... What now? Okay, we're getting a trade offer. Montreal is knocking on our door. They want to get Ristolainen. No, I want to get a 1st round pick. Let's try using the find trade feature. For Ryan Ellis and D'Angelo. No trades found. No trades found for Ryan Ellis. Damn. Columbus makes a trade. Zdeno Chara. Alright, we've got 2 hours left here on the deadline. I really need to make another move here. Otherwise, they're going to be calling for my head. Because we need to get at least a 1st round pick here. Get a 1st round pick from Winnipeg. They got some salary. Oh, they're over the salary. Trade Ryan Ellis to Vancouver. See if they can want to trade away their 1st round pick. See if we can work this out. Get this guy Woo. Oh my god, fuck off. No, I'm not fucking trading away Ristolainen right now. I gotta go back and do the whole damn thing. Okay. The time is ticking here. Kind of annoying that they have way too many skaters. I'd love to get that 1st round pick. I know they don't want to give it up. But let's go Ellis. We'll get 2 defensive prospects from them. Germo and Wu. Dude, fuck off, bro. Let me make my fucking trade. God damn it. Fucking retarded, dude. How do you have that feature in the game? I think for next year's draft, we're just gonna fucking do it before. I mean, I know it's nice and snazzy, but the minigame feature, but it's just not really. It goes by way too fast. Germo. It says they're over the cap, but they're not. Oh my god. I don't know. I just don't want to get stuck with Ellis. I was hoping to at least orchestrate a first-round pick here for just the damn market. Oh, that would be a good guy to get. Sandine. He'd be a good prospect. The pesky salary cap. They acquired Couture and he's on the block. I guess we can trade Ellis to the Rangers. I mean, it might come and bite us in the ass, right? But just trying to get a prospect and shed some salary cap. Rangers first round pick. Lunkus in the first round pick for Ellis. Alright, so Ryan Ellis is shipped to the New York Rangers. And looks like the Rangers flipped Logan Couture to Arizona. That's very odd. Very odd indeed. Alright, so we traded away Ryan Ellis for a prospect. And let's see if we can, and a first round pick. And let's see if we can trade Tony DeAngelo too. Trade DeAngelo to the Edmonton Oilers. No one's going to have anything really worth getting. Just some prospects. Get this guy, Broberg. Over the cap. Yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. I mean, we can jump in, but we're not going to... I mean, it's just... It's essentially the same thing the day before the deadline, but it's just annoying how you have those offers, and they're really shitty offers. I mean, have you guys gotten any actually decent offers? Maybe we can trade DeAngelo to Florida. They got Michael Delzaster, former Flyer. They got Mark Stahl, Radko Gudas, the former Flyer. Get this guy Tierney. Get some more depth for our offense. And the deadline's over. Fuck you. Alright, so let's see here. What were some trades that were made? We had the Philadelphia Flyers. We acquired Nils Lundqvist. and a 2023 first-round pick from the New York Rangers, and the Rangers acquire Ryan Ellis, so we ship him to New York City. Then, for some reason, the Rangers acquire Shane Gostisbehere, so they're really kind of bolstering their blue line. They get Logan Couture from San Jose, and then they flip him to the Arizona Coyotes, interestingly enough. And Matt Dumba is sent to Vancouver. And then we traded Kevin Hayes to Seattle. And we got Ryan Donato and a 2023 second-round pick. So not really as much as I thought there would be out there. Antti Ranta is shipped to Colorado. Max Domi from Chicago. Patrice Bergeron, for some reason, is in Detroit. Rangers acquire Edler, so they're really kind of bolstering their blue line there. Vladislav Gavrikov. And there you have it. Jacob Trouba goes to San Jose. So they traded away their defenseman to get Couture, and then they decided to trade Couture to improve their defense. So I don't know what that's about. They got, in my mind, Trouba's way better than Gostisbehere. But he's in New York. And Ellis is in New York as well. So, interesting little deadline there. So, let's see here how our team is looking. We're going to do best lines. And we couldn't trade Atkinson. We'll have to definitely make some deals here in the off season here, just kind of completely overhaul our team. Again, we weren't able to get anything for Van Riemsdyk. Just too much going on there, but especially for something that big, right? We should have probably taken some more time there. But let me see here. First off, let's see who's scratched, because maybe we have Lundqvist, Brown. I guess we'll give Lundqvist some playing time, right? He's wearing number 13. I'm going to change that. Nils Lundqvist, only 22 years of age, top 4 potential. All right, so first line is going to be Farabee, Couturier, Tippett, give him some more experience there on the first line. Second line is Van Riemsdyk, Konechny, Atkinson. Third line is Donato, Lawton, McEwen, and then Cates, Frost, Allison on our fourth line. I'm going to put McEwen on that fourth line and get Allison some more experience. Playing time there on the third line. Defensively, Sanheim, D'Angelo. I'm really upset we couldn't trade D'Angelo. Then we have Cam York and Braun. We'll go ahead and scratch Braun, because we want to get some more playing time to our boy Lundqvist. Nils Lundqvist. All right. So let's go ahead and simulate to April 1st to round out the video. We'll see how we can perform. I imagine we'll do worse with those trades being made. But hey, at least we got some draft picks. And we'll look to make some more during the draft. So I wanted to go real quick and change number of Lundqvist. So we were originally running 3. We're still running 3 alternate captains. There has been no captain named after the departure of Giroux. I guess we'll just have Van Riemsdyk wear the 3rd alternate. And then we'll go here to Lundqvist. What number shall Lundqvist sport? You will sport number Number 75, Nils Lundqvist. Hopefully he won't get hurt. Hopefully we can stay healthy. And we'll round out the season. Went ahead and put Carter Hart in there after the Rangers game. Sandstrom didn't do very well, but we'll probably give him a few more starts. Yeah, we'll get him in against the Ottawa Senators, the last game of March. Three 0 win over Buffalo, 3-2 win over Detroit. Noah Cates got hurt. Just replace him there. 2-1 loss against Tampa. 3-1 win over Carolina. Against Pittsburgh. 3-2 loss against Pittsburgh. Toe-to-toe against Vegas. Wow, we have a blowout loss there. Adam Brooks. These AHL injuries are really frustrating. Oh, their latest draft rankings. Let's view the draft class here. So Bedard. Still pretty, isn't really straightforward there, but there's your top 7 players there. Theo Lindstein there, ranked 10. So I think we'll have some good players to choose from here for sure. 4-3 overtime loss against Buffalo. 3-1 loss against Carolina. 6-3 win over Florida. 2-1 win over Minnesota. So definitely not as bad as I thought we'd be for sure, but still that bubble team. Granted, we didn't trade away everyone we wanted to, sadly. See who we can move at the draft. All right, not too shabby there. We're almost 500. We're still bottom of the Metropolitan Division, which is probably one of the best divisions in the league. Very tight division. Capital is leading it with 92 points. Rangers 87 points. Penguins 86 points. And looks like Carolina is fighting for that wild card spot. Carolina has 85 and Maple Leafs has 83. So Maple Leafs trying to battle there with the Blue Jackets for that wild card position. And looks like the Red Wings clinch. How the hell are the Red Wings so damn good? They win the Atlantic Division. The Bruins looks like they're still going to make the playoffs, so they're still a good team. But definitely not that NHL record setting in this universe. So anyway, let's go ahead and put in Sandstrom. Go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Sorry if it was a little bit disappointing there with the trades we made, but just not really much available on the market worthwhile. I mean, there were some prospects there. We did get some prospects, so we'll see how they turn out. But again, nothing too exciting, I guess. 2-0 shutout against Ottawa. We'll probably get Sandstrom in there again against Buffalo. Maybe Buffalo and Pittsburgh, and then we'll ride out Hart for the remainder of the year. So there you have it. We made it to April 1st, 2023. Less than 10 games left on the season. We passed the trade deadline. There were some interesting trades being made there. And in the next episode, we'll finish the season. We'll probably jump in there either against Buffalo or the last game of the season. Get some more gameplay with the remaining players we have for this year. But 2023 offseason is going to be a pivotal one for Philadelphia as we look to really overhaul this team and build a bright future for us. So point production, Couturier 49 points, Lawton 41 points, Frost, 27 points. Wingers, Farabee, 40 points. So we did get to the 40-point plateau, so that's good. So Van Riemsdyk only 36 points, but 25 goals. So Van Riemsdyk is able to score some goals there. He's 33 years of age, so most likely will depart via free agency. I imagine his price will drop considerably, so maybe if we can get him for around $3 million, we'll sign him to a 1-year extension or something like that. But most likely we'll be parting ways with JVR. Donato, we'll probably sign him to a 1-year deal. Nice little third, fourth line winger for us. And he's 26 years of age. Right winger is Cam Atkinson, finishing the year with only 10 goals, 27 assists, 37 points. Well, again, I guess he could maybe get another goal or point or two, but very unlikely he reaches 40 points. Connecting only 35 points. Again, a down year for him. Owen Tippett, 16 points. That's not good at all, man. But he's on that first line, so we just hope to continue to see him grow, and maybe he can get some more points next season. Wade Allison, 11 points. Defenseman, D'Angelo, 36 points. Not too bad. Provorov, 26 points. Ristolainen, 22 points. Sanheim, 20 points. So, again, you don't really look for point production out of your defense, but it is definitely a boost when they're able to. And hopefully, Lundqvist there with 4 points, 30 games played. Hopefully we can see him grow, maybe to an 80 overall in the offseason. Goaltending, Carter Hart, 64 games played. So he's been a workhorse this season for us. Good thing he's been able to stay healthy. He's almost reached 30 wins, so I think he can reach 30 wins on the year. Not too shabby there, and he's kind of improved his totals, 2 shutouts. He's under 3 goals against average, so he's definitely, I guess March was a good month for him. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in for another episode. We'll finish up the season in the next one and go from there.